Hello and welcome to the Quingo channel. I am Jason, your host, and this will be the last part of the long-term, long-form review of the Quingo Toura Mk2. As you can see, some of the roads, some of the drop curbs are not very comfortable, but I never feel it in my body. The seat is so comfortable. I remember going out on my Quingo and having to go home because my back hurt. This has a memory foam layer over the top of the normal seat. Now what we're going to do is we're going to head down to the main traffic lights right at the end here. I apologise for all the sounds you're going to hear because we are on a main road. And we're going to go up the second biggest hill in Stoke-on-Trent. It's called Limekiln Bank, and a lot of scooters cannot handle it. A lot of scooters will not make the journey. There's another hill called Harts Hill, which is even worse, but this handles Harts Hill no problem as well. It's a good job that this pavement is so wide with the amount of cars that populate it. I love this scooter. I thought about having the heated handlebar, but my problem with that is it would take up, I believe, if you have the heated handlebars, you can't have your USB and recharger and stuff. It's the same slot. I'm not sure, but that's what I think I read. So that's why I don't have the heated tiller. Thing is, when it's really cold out there, I can shut the side so the wind factor doesn't affect me. Just cross here. Another scooter coming this way. Yay! I've always found it funny that we're not supposed to use the cycle tracks. That it's supposedly illegal for us to use cycle lanes, which to me is crazy. So, you've seen all the places I've gone and the battery range on this is just showing one notch down. And I'll wait until we've gone up the big hill and then I'll show you the actual readout to show you why I have never had any worries about range anxiety on this vehicle. Even with batteries that are quite a few years old. Cross over here. As you can see, one of the issues we faced as mobility scooter is people parking like this. I have no choice but to go on to the cycle path here. material that they use on the actual steering tillet, it's really comfortable. Usually this kind of material would actually bother me and I'd have to wear gloves all the time, but the only reason I wear gloves in the Quingo is when it's so cold that my hands are actually cold. Now we're coming up to the traffic lights here. This is what I usually class as my test of mettle of a mobility scooter. Is this hill we're going to hit soon? And we're taking a circuitous route to the actual lights because the lights are... The crossing is in a very tight corner, so I come across it at an angle. Pretty much the only two maintenance I do on this, the Quingo, every month is I lift it up to check the nuts and bolts to make sure none have come loose, because as you can see the amount of shaking and movement that I get. I'm using a DJI Action Camper, which is excellent, absolutely excellent shake reduction, and it's amazing. This vehicle is shaking all the time. I am not on flat things. Just cross out, go in here and come out the other side. I just find it more comfortable to approach the traffic lights from the other side. On a lot of scooters like this, the lever system is plastic. Strong plastic, but still plastic. I love that the throttle lever on this unit is metal. And just because it's metal does not mean it's hard to actually use. It is it's got thumb. If your hands are feeling weak in that, it's got the thumb movement as well, which is really nice. So you can see some of these places are so I'm going to come up to this place here and go up into Hanley. So this isn't a crossing that I will go across without it being green men on the actual crossing thing, because there is traffic coming. It's like a four-way triple lane section. There's just too many blank spots that vehicles can come from. So I am always happy to wait here for... And the central aisle is very thin. I couldn't get on that central aisle with an S4, a 70cm scooter. I shall see when I go make this turn here. Got to wait and wait and wait. I'm not very good at waiting. I'm not a very patient person. So I always angle it over here to make it round there. There is definitely scooters out there that I wouldn't be confident making it up this coming hill. Now I can go up this hill fast or slow, the motor handles it no problem. The torque on this engine is absolutely brilliant. This hill does not slow down this the Quingo at all. And it might be hard for you to see just how much of an angle this hill is. It's one of the highest angle ones in Stoke-on-Trent. But the Quingo, the motor doesn't labour, the motor doesn't have issues, it's just like, yay, what else have you got for me? And that's how you feel in a Quingo. That's what you actually feel. You feel like, come on, throw something else at me, I can handle it. It gives you back a sense of independence that you don't usually see. And this is just the start of the hill, because once we go around this corner, it's a long hill all the way to the main town. Now, other scooters I've had have made it, but they always make me feel as if they always drop down to about half speed by the time they make it there, and they use up a massive chunk of their power. Stoke-on-Trent. I've walked this hill, and I've walked this hill pushing a wheelchair. It is not a fun hill to go up. I could go on the road and go up the road. And I could quite easily do that. But I'm going to stick to the pavement today. I like having the freedom. The freedom in the Quingo to go on a road, in a shop, on a pavement. That's true independence for someone like me. The pavements in Stoke-on-Trent are not the best. I mean, this hill doesn't look that bad. The Quingo is a joy to drive, it really is. I don't think I'd have this kind of joy of driving in a enclosed cabin scooter. I do these videos so that people in my position with disabilities and that can see what's out there, because you don't see many people who actually have a mobility scooter doing videos about them and how much they change our lives and how amazing they are. See, they fixed up this path up here. This path is really nice and smooth. It's beautiful, this path. It's really gentle. Now we're at 18% power. I'm going to try and get to the Tesco, and inside the Tesco before the power runs out. It's okay. It's a good job I'm so aware of this vehicle, and I have only had one incident where I've come into contact with a person on the Quingo, and that was, I was coming out of a park and it was a blind corner, and there was a big fence in the way and you couldn't see around the corner, and there was two students walking very fast towards that corner, and I came round. I was only going 2.5 miles an hour. I didn't come into contact, no harm. I mean, I think they were more shocked than me to see something like that, because that's one of the things with mobility scooters. We're so quiet, people don't notice creeping up on them. You'll find that when you take a unit like this out. Let's just see if I can. Actually going to go this way. It's very silent. I said I was going to show you how much energy the batteries have got left. So let's just right. Let's have a look. Now you got to remember that there's only 2 notches down after what we've just been through. No. We're coming up to another top. I think we'll actually have another park. This is the fun thing. When I go out on these, I do a long form video like this. Listen, I've been on this vehicle for an hour now, and I'm still comfortable, no issues, and it's just freedom. I'll have to stop the video soon because it's going to come to the point where it's stopped. These systems cut the videos into 20 minutes anyway, so I prefer to stop them myself. So let me just come here.